Yo, Twitch, Bond here, and yeah, we had a good day yesterday. A really good day yesterday. Got that 1043 target. Well, the target was 1040, and yeah, just gonna jump straight into it. Today's target 1115. It's gonna take a while to get there, but we know how the system goes by now. It's all about putting the time and effort in. Satisfaction, how's it going? Speeder, how's it going, dude? Good to see you guys. So yeah, we're just gonna jump straight in, and we're gonna build up to that 1115 target. I'll take a few hours, but it's all worth it in the end. We're building towards the ultimate goal of 2100, because then obviously I can jump up to the next level at that point and start making much more money. Look at that lovely balance. I know, exactly. 4 figures. I'm loving the 4 figures. It feels good. I mean, Speeder, you was here from that point where I was at 420 way back, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I think, somewhere, maybe a bit longer than that. I was at 420, and now we're into 4 figures. We've broken that 1000, so the journey continues. Is good. I did say I was going to switch at £823, and I'll explain what happened. I did switch casinos, but there was a problem. I'll explain now. Quinster, how's it going, dude? Good to see you. €20 in 70 minutes. That's not bad. It's all profit, man. That's good. That's very good. But still following you. It's a good question, eh? How much did you put in, Satisfaction? Let's get my bets going. Lost on 23. So the reason... Oh, you done the bonus? Man, like, did you check the terms and conditions for the bonus? Because usually the casinos, they only give you, like, each of your bets on roulette, they only count 20% towards your wagering requirement, which is usually in freaking insane. And we got our first win for the day, boys. Hell yeah. Yeah, usually the wagering requirements are just absolutely ridiculous. It's not wagering. Huh. It's only if you touch the 500. Don't quite understand that bonus, to be honest. And going back to your question, Speeder, I was going to do the 25 pences, but I learned a valuable lesson when I switched over to Bet365. That was the casino I went to, and I'll explain in just a moment. 21. So as you can see here, the chips go up 10s, 50s, £1, and obviously on Bet365 the minimum chip was 25 pence. So I checked the table limits before putting all my money there, and the street minimum was indeed 25 pence. The maximum was something like 700, so that was fine, no problems there. What I was not aware of the table limits, as you can see here, where my cursor over, there's a minimum amount of bet you need as well, and on the Bet365 website the minimum total bet was £1. So obviously early on in the system I'm only betting 25 pence, then a combination of 50 pence in total. And obviously I wasn't able to do the system simply because the table limit was set to £1 instead of 25 pence. Which is a bit strange really, because here you can have a street with 10 pence and the table limit is 10 pence. So whatever though. I'll stay on this casino until I get the 50 pence active, and for that I need £2,100, and that is why my next milestone is £2,100, and we're well on the way to achieving that.
Thank you. No, we're back. I thought, maybe you were sitting in the toe. And then unexpected guest.
Leo Vegas. Oh, it's the auto roulette. I remember you saying about that. I do remember you saying you were going to try this out using auto roulette. Yeah, I had a few days off because literally I needed to wait for my money to come out of Sky Casino, go to my bank account, and then from my bank account to Bet365, which was instant. And then I was streaming and found out I can't bet 25 pences. I took a little bit of a risk. I bet, if you have a look in the past broadcast, you'll see a moment where I was betting £2. So I started off with £2, I mean.
I don't know.
13. And I ended up winning £28 in just one round because I was betting at such a high level. If I had lost though, I would have lost £777. So it was a massive risk, but I thought I'd just take it because I was a little bit frustrated that I couldn't play that day. But it was an easy £28 at the end of the day, and it was quite interesting to do. So yeah, you might want to check that out in the past broadcasts. It was good fun, if not a little bit scary. Thirteen, 6. Ah, you watch and just skip to the end, see if I make profit. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's very cool. Just see if I'm on track and making the profit. That's a very good and quick way of doing it. Just check the past broadcasts and skip to the end. That's how you it's the most efficient way of keeping up to date with how the stream is going. 19 is a win. We're up to 1045. Hey, whatever, how's it going, man? Good to see you back. You was at the £3.60 once. Oh, did you win when you went 360, or did you go into tier 2? Have I seen your girl? No, I haven't seen Camerona for a while actually. She seems to have disappeared. That wasn't detecting the street then. A little bit of lag, probably my potato PC, but there we are. Can you make the board bigger? Oh yeah, I can, can't I? It was a good shout.
Thank you.
I forgot about that. Boom. The video feed should come back. Takes a while to update sometimes.
Oh, right. 24 black.
24 black, yep. So the audio is working. Just waiting for the live feed to come on. It'll eventually update. As long as the numbers and the bets are registering, I'm not too concerned about the video feed for now. It will come back in though. Wizard power, the wizards, the winnings are coming in. Exactly. It's all about the wizard power. It always goes good when you're in. You won at 360. Nice. I've had a similar situation. So while I was creating this system, I was testing it out with £1 instead of 10 pences. I was like literally £385 deposit, and I was using £1. And I think on 1 or 2 occasions I actually won on round 14, where I was betting £36 on 3 streets. That was intense. That was really good fun, and it was due to those experiences of betting with the £1 and losing the £385 during the testing phase. That's what made me develop the tier system, the tier 1 and tier 2, because at that point when I was betting with £1 there was no tier system. It was just straight up just £385, and if I go over 14 rounds it's a loss. I'm going to reconnect to the table after this because the live feed is not updating, but I'm just going to wait for the win first.
Thank you. No more back.
Hacking my webcam, I know, exactly. Well, it wasn't my webcam, it was the other person's webcam got hacked. It's a good choice of powers though. Oh, this is quite annoying actually, having a black thing. Let me just see if I can correct it on the fly. Black, just like your soul. Nice, man. I can hear there's a winning number. 20. What I don't want to happen is to go up into tier 2 while not having a camera, because yeah, that would be intense. I'm hoping for a quick victory now within the next few spins. 9 spins remaining. Should be fine. How do you bet in tier 2? The same way, you just times your bets by 10. So where I'm betting 30 pences here, you'd be betting £3. If this is a loss, no, is a win. If it was a loss, I would have been betting £4 instead of 40 pences. You just literally times it by 10 at tier 2, and then you stay at tier 2 until you've made back the £38 and 50 pence that you had lost in tier 1. Wizard power. Well, why didn't you fix the webcam with that damn wizard power? Oh yeah, because you chose just the wizard power just wins. Oh, what was I on? Was I on Sky Bet or was I on... Oh, I think I was on Grand when I... Oops. Wrong one. I'll move back to Grand. Got off to a good start on Grand, so we'll stay there. Something dodgy going on with the camera feed though. I want the big table, the numbers here, but it's not giving it to me for some reason. So I'm going to pick off from number 14, I think, because 20, yeah, so 22 was my winning number. So I'm going to go 14 was the next, then 29. So 20 was the loss, and then I won on 22. Yes, correct. So my first number would have been 14, and then I would have lost on 29, joined on 29. Dude, you think I'm Gandalf? Yeah, money grows on roulette tables though. Just need to know how to grab that money. Boom! What a time to jump in. Double 29. We're up to 1047. Make profit by not betting? Exactly, I made 10 pence there. Hey Lito, how's it going, man? Oh my god, you hit the 1k? I know, it was a very good day. I'm into 4 figures. As you remember, at one point you would have seen me streaming at £420. And now I'm all the way up to 1,000 and almost 1,050. So it's come a long way using the system. At no point have I used any other system or done some dodgy bets, or even I've not even gone like red and black with £1 or something like that. It's always been this system, all the way up from 420 up to 1,050. So it's going really good. It's been really good. Let's see if I can get this bigger table so you guys can actually see what streets I'm betting on. Doesn't look like it's gonna work, guys. Strange, it was working yesterday, and there's no reason why the smaller, easier feed wouldn't work and the high definition stream does work. Like, what is that about? Quinster tipped me £1. Cheers, mate. Have a good shift in work. Very much appreciated, dude. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the support, man. You are a benevolent boss, indeed. I wonder if I switch back if it's going to give me my live feedback, because at least I'll have something. Lost on 28. Yeah, have a good shift, Quinn. Catch you later, man. I'll be streaming all night, so you know, on your break, come give me like a sneaky watch and a cheeky hi, and yeah, I'll catch you later, man. So amazing. What's so amazing, man? Oh, me getting up to the 1k. Yeah, I know, man. It's going good. The system is going good. I still have a few doubters in chat, like people coming in being like, ooh, I don't know if this system's gonna work. But to me, like, the system has pretty much proven itself. I've more than doubled where I was. the most I can lose is 420, and even if I lost that 420, I would still be in profit. So yeah, I think the system is done quite well in proving the doubters wrong. But you know, let's see where I am a few months down the line. Hopefully this will be up to close, let's say around over 5k by the end of September. If we have over 5k by the end of September, that's a really good place to be. It's not even giving me the video feedback, so I'll reconnect in a jiffy. And I'll return it to the big table now, so at least you guys will be able to see the streets I'm on, even if we can't see the numbers coming in. We might as well see.
Thank you. No, we're back.
Might as well see the big table. What happens if it's 0 on the 4th spin? I'll explain in a second. Lost on 29. So the 4th spin on this occasion was 11. If that was a 0, instead of betting on street 11, we would have taken the street before it, which would have been 27. So we would have been betting on this street here, containing the number 27. So if the 0 gets in the way of the system of selecting a number, you just use the previous number. And the same goes for if the spin, if 0 comes in on the 2nd spin as well, you just wait. You carry on betting, but you just use the next number as your 2nd street, if that makes sense. I'm a true believer in your system now. I was a little skeptical at first. Man, there's nothing wrong with skepticism. I mean, a little skepticism is what keeps us safe. If you weren't skeptic, you probably would have given all your money away to some Nigerian guy who sent you those spam emails way back in the day. So there's nothing wrong with skepticism. Counts as a loss. It does count as a loss, but you keep the, you don't stop the structure. So a 0 comes in on round 3, you still go to round 4. If a 0 comes in on round 2, you still go to round 3 the next time. You always stick with the betting structure. The only time like 0 will slow you down is if 0 hits on the 1st spin, because obviously with the 1st spin you actually need a street to start betting on. So it's the only time 0 will cause you not to bet. Ooh, I was getting a little bit worried there, and we can reconnect now. 48.60. So I do apologize, guys. It looks like we're just gonna have to play today with just watching the dealer on full screen, but on the small table. I prefer the big table. It's easier to bet on, easier to hit the streets, but whatever. There's not much we can do about that. Catch you later, Speeder. Thanks for stopping by, man. So number 27 is our first number. And the video feed is working. Although I don't think her mic is working. Check me out later. I'll check you out later, Speeder. You know what I'm saying? So we're on number 5. Okay. Number 12. Oh, why ain't that rebetting? There we go. I just realized my latest donations is not updating to reflect. Okay, so I think I understand why. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to sort that out later. 31 is a loss, so we stay on the same 2 streets. And if there's no win on this spin, we go up to 3 streets. No win. Here we go. We've got a street in each of the dozens here. Double. And 15. Interesting. Missed that time. We rebet and add a chip on each of the streets. So yeah, we have a 1 in 4 chance because 9 numbers. We have 9 numbers across 3 streets, 36 numbers, technically 37, but let's keep the maths simple. 1 in 4 chance. And we have 9 spins remaining, including this one, which is a loss. Brings us down to 8 spins remaining, which is a 1 in 4 chance. 8 spins, that's kind of double the odds. The odds are in my favour twofold. Let's see what happens. Number 20 is a loss. So we're up to 50 across each street. It's another loss. So instead of going one chip on each of the streets, I'm now going to add two. If I put it in the right place, that is. Let's see what we get this round. No win. So we had 3 chips. Five spins remaining, including this one. The odds are still in our favour. And there's the win. We're up to the 1050. The system continues. It's turning over the profit. And we're currently on target for £15 per hour because I've made I've made over £7. We're on about £16 per hour currently. But it's early days. We're only 30 minutes into the stream. We're going to be doing a long stream today, getting all the way up to 1115, which will bring us less than 900 away from my ultimate goal of 2100. And I'll explain why my goal is 2100 in just a moment. So the reason I've chosen 2100 as my ultimate goal is because at that point I can start using 50 pences instead of 10 pences, which might look small on the face of it. If you just take it at face value, I'm only betting 10 pences and then I'm only going to be betting 50 pences. So while the bet levels are so small, if you think about it, I'm betting 10 pences here, but I'm making £15 per hour minimum, which is a decent amount. With the 50 pences, I will be making £75 per hour, which is insane for me anyway. I would love a bit of £75 per hour. I don't know about you guys, but that's a lot of money to me. So as soon as I reach that 2100, I'll start making that £75 per hour. So I can't wait for that to happen. I'm going to be trying to stream every single day to try and get there quickly as possible. But obviously the risk with doing that is I may have a loss at some point, because the more I play with only 2 tiers of protection, then obviously the riskier the strategy. And if that does happen, I lose £420. But okay, I'm willing to take that risk to be honest. Whoa, 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 okay. It's giving me a bonus. It's bad timing. I'm trying to make my bets. I just won an extra £2 there, guys. By the way, for those of you who are wondering what happened, there is a promotion going on. You don't even have to accept it or get, you know, read the terms and conditions. Basically, is tallying up all the bets you make and giving you a bonus whenever you spent, I don't know, 40 or 50 quid. I don't know what it is, but boom, we got the win. So that was essentially a free £2 for nothing. But you could reach that goal faster if you start with 20p, right? Exactly, satisfaction. Spot on. But there's simply not enough time on the table for me to bet 20 pences, because later in the round I'll be adding, where usually I'm adding 18 chips in total. That would be 36. It's not enough time for it. Sash Ra, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, man. Thanks for supporting the channel. And yeah, guys, all you guys sitting in the channel watching, I appreciate the views. It really does help me out. And if you're interested in the strategy at all, if you're enjoying roulette with me, please do consider hitting that follow. And we're back on the street of 34. Number 9. A lot of low numbers coming in there. I'm going to have a closer look at that now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the last 7 spins in the first dozen. Whoa. Whoa. And if you count the last 9, the 2 that wasn't in there, they were both in the final street. This girl's hitting some strange numbers right now. But we stay with it, stay on the system. Let's have a look at the stats, the last 500. Okay, so we've got access to more things here. Yesterday it was only giving us the 500. So the first dozen, okay, so the first dozen is actually, it is quite high with 35. Quite surprised that the final dozen is up there. So I would imagine this middle column, this middle dozen is going to get hit quite a lot soon. I mean, the last 500 will give us a better indication of what's about to come. Okay, so the middle column has actually been really hot over 500 numbers. And yeah, over the 1000 everything's much more even, 33, 33 to 31. Is what you would expect. So over 500, so yeah, okay, we're gonna get quite a few more low 12s probably. But here we have our 3 streets locked in now for the next 10 spins. If we indeed go up that high for the next 10 spins. Hopefully we'll get the win well before then. Everything else seems to be quite even. 48 to 50, 49 to 49, 48 to 50. That column there is running hot as well. The middle, the second column. So I used to do an interesting system in the past, actually. Well, it's not so interesting. Most of you have probably thought of this system yourself. What I used to do is put £1 on every single number except 4 or 5 numbers. I just choose 4 or 5 numbers at random that I wouldn't cover. And then obviously, so I'd be risking like £300 and making £5, £4 or £5 profit. Very risky way to play, and I ended up getting burnt using that strategy. That was a long time ago though, like going back, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. No, it couldn't have been that long. Not far off though, 13, 14 years ago actually it would have been. Started thinking of strategies. It's only fairly recently that I've come up with this particular strategy now. In a long time in the making. Yep, this girl is indeed sending me very deep into the rounds. Whoa, it's another loss. Gonna add 2 chips this time. Don't have many spins remaining. 6. 1 in 4 chance, and we have 6 spins remaining. That's a loss. So we're up to £1 on each street. You think £2.60? Oh, you were wrong. Sorry, dude. Got the win straight away. Good job she didn't go into tier 2 though. I prefer staying down the safety of tier 1, to be honest. Ian Adams, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, man. Thanks for that. So we just wait. As we won this time, we just wait for the first number to come in. Going 28 this time. So we bet on the street containing 28. We rinse and repeat. So for those who are interested as well, that last round we went 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he won on the 10th round, which gave a profit of £2. For anyone who's interested in how much going 10 rounds pays out, it's exactly £2. And obviously, oh boom, there's another one. I say it's £2. That's at the lowest scale, so like if you were betting £1 then it would be a £20 profit rather than £2 profit. So it really depends like on what your betting scale is. If you were betting £10, that would have been a £200 profit. So it's really dependent on your bankroll and how much you want to be betting. Do you want to be hitting tier 2 with the 50p? I know. I'll tell you what that will be now. Obviously it's £2. No, it's not £2. Give me a second. So when I go up to the 50p, I need a initial bankroll of 194. If I go up to tier 2, it's 1,940 and I'm betting £5. So yeah, things would get very interesting then. Just realised something as well. I might have an issue with the bet limits on this particular casino. So my highest amount is going to be £18 and then 180. Yeah, I would have to find a different table. Interesting, that is very interesting. I wouldn't be able to do the 50p at this particular table. Interesting. Just thinking how I would cope with that. And if I have seen. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is start taking notes. So, I mean, the table limits, start writing them down and what casino they're at. So then in the future I can just go straight in and I'll know where to go and where to deposit my money then. 17. Al Cornetto, thank you for the follow, and also M1 Halov, thank you also for the follow. Thanks for the support, guys. Very, very much appreciated. It really does help. Number 8. So yeah, I'm just thinking ahead here, guys. Obviously when I'm betting 50p, it's a lot easier to find a casino that has a minimum chip of 50p. Like, that's not a problem. What I'm thinking is going to happen is I'm going to find a casino that will allow me to do 50p on a street and will have the maximum bet of over 180. It'll probably be around £300 maximum bet. But I would imagine the table limits, the minimum bet would be £1. So I think what I would need to do in that case, if that does happen, I think for the first bet I would put 50 on my first number, and then I would just have to put 50p on red or black. just to get the table limit up for the first one. Or maybe just wait the first 2 spins. Yeah, I think that would be a better compromise. I would wait for the first 2 spins and then start jumping in. Obviously I'm going to miss out on the double numbers then though, but it's probably better than wasting 50 pence by betting on red or black. Be interesting, something to think about for the future, that's for sure. So I lost on 31, lost on number 1. So I rebet for 1 last time here before going up to 3 streets, if this is not a winning number. I'm a little bit disappointed that the max is 73 on there. It would have been perfect if that was at least 200. But whatever, it is what it is. We've got to win at the worst possible time, if that's possible to actually happen. This is the worst possible time. A win on round 5 actually, round 4 represents a win of 50 pence, but a win is a win. Keeps us moving forward, so I can't complain. We're up to 1058. Just waiting for the first number now. It's number 4. Brianna. So just looking at the figures now. Yeah, that's interesting. If they had a 25 pence chip, I could have been playing at £40 per hour, well £37 per hour, because I would have just been playing at 25 pence, and 25 pence will give the £37 per hour, and then the level up from that would have been £2, betting £2 instead of 25 pences, and the max bet on there is £72, which is within the max bet. So yeah, that's a bit screwy. I think I'll have a look around later on my break, see what's available, see what on this site, I mean, see what the table limits are, because they should have some table limits with bigger amounts. Pretty sure they should do. $0.20 or 750 on a street. Whoa! Just play as the £25 is 25 pence. Yeah. Oh yeah, Satisfaction. Do you know what? While I was looking around different websites to try and find out where I can play the 25 pence, I definitely seen one with 750 limit on this street. I definitely seen that. So yeah, you are right. It's not going to be a problem. I forgot what that website's called. It'll be in my bookmarks. Just have a quick look through my bookmarks. It is called Betway. Betway.com. Well, what was that? Your bets have not been confirmed. What? You what, mate? You fucking what? Lucky that wasn't a win. Not confirming the bets. It's an automatic confirm, like. Jesus Christ. Come on then, Brianna. Let's get our first win together. Interesting that we got the 2 bottom streets and the most extreme street to the right as well. I mean, I find it interesting. I don't know about you guys, but to me that's interesting. I'm a simple man. I enjoy simple things. From St. Vincent Casino. Never heard of it. Authentic roulette table from St. Vincent Casino. I'm going to write that down. Something to look at. That wasn't a win, was it? No. Cannot hear this girl at all. I don't know if her mic's not working or she's just talking really quiet. Oh yeah, she's just really quiet. No win again. We're up to 50. Just add 1 chip. Seven spins remaining. The video is lagging behind, so I'll reconnect after the next win. I know it's lagging behind because, or maybe not. We'll see now. This here updates before the ball lands. We'll see it now. Before the ball even hits a number, there's no more bets changes, and that doesn't happen until the ball hits. See, waiting for next round. So it's lagging behind, only by a second or two, but still. To reach my next goal, you mean the goal of 2,100? That's probably going to take 2 weeks. I estimate 2 weeks, and then I'll be making that £75 per hour. That dollar. Oh my god, this girl is gonna kill me. Just comes in, yeah. Gives me some weird ass streets and just does not hit them at all. 4 spins remaining. We have a 1 in 4 chance. Let's do it. Come on, Brianna. time for the win. So yeah, I estimate in roughly 2 weeks I'll be playing on the 50 pence chips instead. Can't wait. No, that's another loss. Is she really gonna come onto this table and send me to tier 2 straight away with her first game with me? Is that what she's going to do? Because that's a pretty shitty thing to do, Brianna, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Two spins remaining, including this one. Last spin. Intense indeed. With the way this girl's spinning, I don't think she's gonna hit it this time. No. We're up to tier 2. It's like a 3.5% chance to get this spin. Yeah, the odds ain't good. But that's why we have tier 2, is for situations like this. I'm not happy about these streets, to be honest, guys. I think we're heading for the first loss at tier 2. This is not going good. We have only 8 spins left. This girl has to hit one of these numbers in 8 of those spins, surely. Brianna is an absolute monster. She is absolutely kicking my ass right now. Oh. Down to 7 spins. Brianna, what are you doing to me? What have I done to you? I don't deserve this treatment. Come on. There's 9 numbers on that roulette wheel that you can hit. Just hit one of them. Oh my days. She is absolutely refusing to hit. This is one stubborn dealer right here. Absolute refusal to hit one of these 9 numbers. Five spins remaining. Come on, girl, just hit one of these numbers. It's too intense now. Way too intense. Just hit one of these numbers. No. Down to our final 4 lives, guys. I don't know how this is going to play out. A 1 in 4 chance. We're sitting on a 1 in 4 chance right now, with 4 spins remaining. 9 numbers. And still she refuses. We're up to £60 in total. 3 spins remaining. Boom. What? Fucking hell. A win of 240. Oh my days. So I can drop straight back down now as well. I can actually drop straight back down to tier 1. Oh my god. Because the amount I was on previously was 1058. So with that gigantic win, I've actually got to 1064. Holy crap, that was intense. I've never seen it go that far. I mean, I built the system to withstand that type of crap. So like if it ever does go that crazy long, it would survive it. But when when you've got your own money on the line, and those situations happen, it is intense. I was absolutely bricking it right then. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna be 400 and that would have been £420 in the loss. I thought it was going to happen because this girl was just kicking my ass all over the place then. Oh my god. I'm shaking a little bit actually. My hand's shaking. Why don't I start with a 20 pence? I'll explain in a minute. Pinkers, if I didn't hit with those last 3 spins, I would literally lose £420 because I don't have tier 3 available to me. If I had this full bankroll that I need to do this system, it wouldn't have been so much of a big deal because I would just go up to £10 instead of using £1, so it would have been fine. But yeah, I don't have that available, so I literally just would have lost £420. The reason why I don't bet 20 pence is because I don't have enough time later on. I mean, if you were watching me just then, I was adding 6 chips to each of the 3 streets, and I was only just about having enough time to put it in. Because they don't have a 20 pence chip, it literally doubles my input. So instead of 18 clicks, I would have needed to do 36 clicks in 17 seconds. That's not possible. And I'm glad I got the win there. I need to take a quick toilet break. But before I leave, I'm going to reconnect to the table because it's lagging behind. And also I'd like to say thank you to Nicholas Cath for the follow, and also Moloch. Also thank you very much for following, and I can also put an end to the dramatic music in the background. Okay, I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, I'm back. Let's get back on the table with this Brianna girl who's hell-bent on making me lose. I'll catch up with you in chat in a minute, guys. 1 second. So last number was 35. Can I bet? Oh, it's going to be number 6. Okay, fine. Okay, so chat. So after spin 14, 3 times 36, you went to 320, but if it hits, you start the next round with 10 times bet. Is that how it goes? Yeah, pretty much. And times 10 is tier 2. Exactly, you've got it, dude. You're a smart motherfucker. You worked it out. Yeah, but one caveat to, rather nuance to understand. Oh, boom. Straight in with a double number. 166. So the way I do it, if it goes, so it goes 14 rounds and I didn't hit a win, on the 15th round I stick with the same 3 numbers and go back to the lowest bet of those 3 numbers, which in this case, like at the moment, that would be 20 pence is the lowest bet on 3 streets. And so upon reaching tier 2 for the first time, it would be £2 on the same 3 streets, and then you just increase with the same amount. So it'd be £2, £3, £4, £5, £7. Whereas right now I'm betting it would be 20 pence, 30 pence, 40 pence, 50 pence. So you just times it by a factor of 10. But after you win at tier 1, you you stay at £1 and you just start over again. So if you got the win on round 16, for example, you wouldn't be back in profit. You would still be at a loss. So you stay at tier 2 until you recuperate, you win back that £38.50 that you lose from tier 1. That's important, because you don't want to be operating at a loss. You want to be always making that minimum £15 per hour. Well, I do anyway, personally. Maybe for you, one win at tier 2 would be enough, and that's fine. But for me, I always like to operate in a profit if I ever go into tier 2. Dale Boy, thank you for the follow. Kong the Savage, also thank you for the follow, man. Very much appreciated, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Got two streets right next to each other here. Loss on 28. So let's have a look how long I've been streaming for. 120. Doctor, I'll check your message out in just a second. Place my bets first. 15. So after 14, you have to hit on tier 2 3 times before getting to spin 14 again. Otherwise you go to tier 3 if available. Spot on, yeah. So upon reaching tier 2 for the first time, you will have 10 spins remaining, because obviously you stick with those same 3 streets, so you miss out the first 5 spins in a way. So in essence you have 24 spins in total, but after hitting the win, if you haven't made your money back from tier 1 that you lost from tier 1, you stay at tier 2. But I think you understood that perfectly. And obviously if you have a bankroll of 4,273, you can have tier 3 available to you. Callum D, thank you for the follow. Kings of Slacking, also thank you guys for the follow, very much appreciated. And we're going up to 3 streets here, guys. Double up on these 2 and join this street. They're close together, doesn't really make a difference. I just hope this girl doesn't send me into tier 2 again. To be honest, I just want a nice relaxing quick easy wins for once, but every now and again. So statistically speaking, over the last 15 days, I would say I go into tier 2 on an average of 1 time every 3 hours. At worst it's 2 times every 3 hours. So yeah, it is rare, it is very rare, because if you to put that in some sort of context, can you imagine how many bets I do in 3 hours? It's in the hundreds. It's hundreds of spins probably. And to only go into tier 2 once in those hundreds of spins, that means it's very, very rare that I go into there, and also when I do go in there, I've also got tier 2 protecting me, sending me back down to tier 1. So yeah, the system's really strong, and that's how I've got up from £420 all the way up to where I am now. And here we go, here's another win. So yeah, the system's really strong, guys. Oh, perfect timing. Hello, Kimberly. Let's hope you're a little bit more better for me, let's say. Now you get the wins more quickly. You really don't want to be stepping into tier 2. So we're waiting for the first spin here. And this will decide my first number, which is 14 this time. Yeah, so those first, second and third dozens have actually, I was going to say they evened themselves out, but that last one is on 36%. Wow. I'd love to see the statistics for street. That'd be nice to have. Not that it makes a difference. Still be betting the same. We're on the last street.
This is like much them out of right to the next. Very high number above this one. Any thoughts, any predictions? Bad, we get it already. And the winning number 3 reds, and then you have from 30,000 color border section. So these colors don't be neighborhood and also neighborhood. Much them 35, 693.
No win. Continue onwards with those two streets for now. No win again. Rebet on those two streets for the last time. If it's not a win, we go up to 3 streets. Rebet on those 2 streets for the last time. If it's
Hello, players, take the target ready. As I consider while it's ready to, while we will check the particle numbers. Also the previous numbers, yep. So what happens? What happens to that? Winning number is 6 plus. No even first doesn't first column up like 15.
So we have our 3 streets now.
That is another low number. Like you bet. Hello, Jordan. Hello.
The last one was the street containing number 6. Our 9 numbers are locked in, 1 in 4 chance, and we have 10 spins remaining.
Hello, players. And the last slows down. The winning number 19 red, higher for a second than the first 24. Again, we can back well done. Listening guys, finally after. How about you after? Right. In just the first single. I don't think so. No big
No
mistake
win.
to make it at all. What do you think?
So we go up to
Number bet, thank you.
30 pence on each of the 3 streets. 9 spins remaining.
Yeah, everyone, welcome. Thanks for joining. As you can see, we made a big wait for the new stand up. Last relation. Winning number 12 red.
Not a win again.
We have neighbors. 35 that's more than
Add 1 chip.
and again, I'm looking well done. Place the bet. Like I am a bet in the right now. So one. Welcome, thanks, ladies. That is good.
8 spins remaining.
Number bet thing. You know,
So we got 2 chances with this 1 in 4 chance that we're currently sitting on.
everyone. As the goes up, you can hear the sound. The winning number is already made.
Nope.
Think a little even. First up, let's call it one. Could be stopped by the hour at number 6. Inspired to play number 6 stand up. Hello, Chelsea. Hello, Adam. Thanks for that. That was
Quad Gaming, how's it going, man?
thank you. Thanks. Hello, David.
You alright, son?
Number bet, thank you. That is the right. That is great. That's how
Still doing well, I see. Yep, doing very well. Into the 4 figures here.
the winning number is 36, right? How you
Boom.
vote, that doesn't say how it's
Well timed as well.
number 36, right? Then we have
We're up to 1,068
hello, Billy.
and 90 pence.
Thank you, Tommy, Johnny.
So yeah, doing extremely well. If I remember right, Quad Gaming, you were hanging around my stream when I was at £420. My balance was at 420. I'm pretty sure you were there at that point. And I've simply grown that balance organically from 420 all the way up to where it is now, 1068, without adding extra money from that.
The winning number is 11 flat. So as you can see, that's
It's literally growing from that 420. In a way, I wish I had a bigger bankroll, because that represents over £600 at this level. At just 10 pences, that's £600. If I was using £1, that would have been £6,000 in just 2 weeks.
Summer bets, thank you. Hello,
Whoa.
Cooper. Cooper, have I had any other latest stuff you guys have to tell you? You wanna get
Do you ever do football bets? No, I don't. I used to follow football all the time, quite a lot. Not so much anymore.
The winning number 90 is ready. Had it before.
Do you have any recommendations for a football bet? Is that why you're
Yeah, that was when
bringing
it's
that
very
up?
well game. Much bets. Not about this fancy. But no. Anyone who wants to play, we have a lot of bets in the game. So, remind you later. We'll do that. Summer bets, thank you.
Don't bet on Bayern. Are you a Liverpool fan? Are you satisfaction?
And a lot of
Oh wait, they played the other day, didn't they? Liverpool and Bayern. Yeah, ignore me.
we had
Or are they playing again? I don't know. Just asking. I have been on Profit Train past 4 days, going from 10 to 250. Oh, okay, man. Cool. Yeah, I'll never get to tier 2. I've already been in tier 2 once today. It was once, wasn't it? Yeah, it was just the once today. Wait a minute, I can check that. Yeah, so I was in tier 2 once today and I survived.
And the winning number is 34, right?
It does happen, man. It really does happen.
Wait, well, congratulations. Another red number. Again, thank you.
34. So we're at one more spin with 2 streets. If she doesn't hit one of these 6 numbers, we go up to 3. You're a Bayern fan, but it's off season and they lose some friendlies now. Yeah, friendlies don't mean that much. I wouldn't worry too much. Neymar's confirmed, is he? And I seen the news headlines saying he was pretty much definitely going to go.
The winning number is 36 right again.
There we are.
No, we had it once before.
Obviously not good enough to get into the real squad. Look at all these reds. This girl's insane. Shouldn't say that about her. She'll probably send me into tier 2 for saying such things. So many reds on the table, but in the last 100 the reds are actually losing. It's only been 1 green in the last 100 spins. Whoa, that's interesting. Boom, 36 back to back. We hit the 170 mark. Spot on. Let's have a look how long I've been playing. 1.5 hours. So that's 90 minutes. So we'll do a quick calculation. £18 per hour. Currently making £18 per hour tax free. That's not bad. Uses a system they can afford anymore. Yeah. You know what, I suppose if you had millions of pounds, right, you could use this system in a real casino somewhere in Vegas for sure. Can you imagine that? So instead of 10 pences, you're using 100,000s. I'm going to work that out now. So that's £1, £11, £110, 1,100, 10,000. So yeah, you'd be making on average £10,000. 11,000, somewhere around there. £11,000 for 5 minutes of betting. Not bad. Not bad at all. You won £100 from a pound spin on your first time. Wow. Gods of Gold. 888 Casino. I used to play on 888 Casino. They're not bad. Not bad at all. but you're definitely insanely lucky to get £100 from a £1 spin.
Brilliant, congratulations. Now we get my favorite number. Place your bets.
That's some pretty sick luck right there.
Get ready. Hello, Leighton.
Need to find the casino first. Need to get £1 million first. I swear to God, if I had 1 million, I would go into a casino and use this system. I'd bet 10,000s. No, I wouldn't. I'd bet, yeah, it'd have to be 10,000s, wouldn't it?
Winning number is 6 black. No even first dozen $30.
Okay, so all of my streets are in the first dozen.
Then this one. Roll of bets. Now 6. Place your bets. Hello, I have first dozen. That's right.
Yeah, so if I was betting 10,000s, my average win would be £110,000.
Bets, thank you.
Boom.
And this one with my
Got 150 from a 25 cents bet. Wow.
possibility.
How long would it take me to get this bankroll into 1 million?
Red.
Well, that's an interesting question.
No even second dozen first number 2. That's the trio. Why like to say we have possible
Give me a second to ponder that.
at the moment. Place your bets. What the players left to you have value.
Because the reason why that's an interesting question, like at face value, you probably think, wait a minute, dude, you're making £15 per hour. You're not going to get to 1 million ever. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you even thinking about it? But the way the system works, I'm playing at the lowest level. When my bankroll increases, I increase my bets. So instead of making £15 per hour, I'll be making £70 per hour. Then I'll be making £150 per hour. So it does increase over time. So that's why I'm going to consider the million. I'm not saying like, yay guys, one day I'm going to get to 1 million, so follow me. Like, that's probably not going to happen.
Another one by the way.
But out of curiosity, I'm going to do some quick number crunches using my notes here.
Number bets, thank you. Hello, Bob.
So at that level, 21, that's
What is the
240 per hour. So if you've done that for 5 hours a day, and then you do that for a month. No, you do that for every day for a year. You just commit yourself to it. Okay, what am I doing? Let's bet first. Yeah, so I'm on the first street. So I'm making that per hour every day for 365 days a year. Whoa, okay. It would take me just over 2 years to get to 1 million. That's not bad. I was expecting it to be much worse than that. But that's doing this 5 hours every single day without a day off. You'd actually get to 1 million. Oh, and the amount that I calculated it at is 50 pences. So you'd be using 50 pences and then £5 for tier 2s and then £50 for tier 3. If you stick at that level, you'll actually get 1 million within just over 2 years. That's fucking insane. If you think about it, that is insane.
Anyway, I was ready. Place the bets. Hello, Andrew. Hello,
You need to make a bot or something to place the bets while you sleep. I know, man. I have thought about that, like bot in the system. It wouldn't be too hard to create an algorithm where a bot can actually just play the system while, I don't know, I go out and eat a pizza or something. Needs to be done. It definitely needs to be done at some point. Let's carry on winning some money then, boys. On to street number 30. 66 million hours. £15 per hour. I know, yeah, you just never get it at £15 per hour. Not even with a bot. Okay, with a bot it would take you, I don't know, 10 years. You'd get it. 3 casinos at the same time. Oh my god. Oh my god.